They died, never having realized the dream of seeing a new nation born into the world to take its place among the powers of the earth. A nation conceived in liberty, dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal and endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. Among these, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And that when any government becomes destructive of these ends, it is in the right of the people to alter or abolish it. So it is now incumbent upon us. It is incumbent upon us to do what Americans have had to do since before this nation came into existence. And do I mean pick up arms and go and shoot? No. You needn't come to that. The Founding Fathers instituted that wonderful Constitution when they created this republic. What we must consider is what Dr. Franklin said to the lady who asked him, "Dr. Franklin, what form of government have you given us?" And he said, "A republic, madam, if you can keep it." Well, I'm going to keep it. Are you with me? So where does that leave us? How do we participate in what is quickly becoming the new American Revolution? Or perhaps we might consider it part 2 of the first American Revolution. We could draw inspiration from the founders. We could draw inspiration from men like Washington. His statue stands behind me. And on the pedestal on which he stands, it simply states, George Washington, the father of our country. How sad he's not remembered that way today, because he truly was. He was the father of our country. He was the greatest president, as far as I'm concerned. So what words of encouragement would he give us? Would Franklin, would Adams, Jefferson, Madison, all of them, what words of encouragement would they give? Perhaps they would point to their good friend Paul Revere. We all remember the midnight ride of Paul Revere. The British are coming. The British are coming. To arms. The British were on their way to Lexington and Concord to seize the stores of ammunition and powder and guns that were kept there. The colonists hid them. They preserved their arms. And they defeated the British at Lexington and Concord and pushed them all the way back to Boston. Revere warned them. We are Paul Revere. You are Paul Revere. You're Paul Revere. You're Paul Revere. You're Paul Revere. All of you. Do you ride out on a horse? No. You have a computer and an internet connection. Your computer is your steed. It is your horse. Your internet connection is your link to other Americans all over the country. That is what has been turning the tide in the last 4 months. Our opponents on the other side of the political aisle prided themselves on their technological prowess. Oh, they had command of Twitter and Facebook and the internet and emails sent out to everyone's BlackBerry. And after the election, a lot of us scratched our heads wondering what happened. We got blindsided. They made a critical error in judgment. They assumed we were stupid. They were wrong. Not only are we even more intelligent than they are, after all, we're not liberals. But we adapt, we learn. We figured out, we improvise. We turned it around. Ordinary citizens, and you are no more extraordinary than the same citizens who stood in the same place, in this same square, 233 years ago, when some other continental officer arose to address them and to warn them that they must fight tyranny or die and suffer under it. You're no different. You're the same. You're ordinary people engaged in an extraordinary battle. And so much will be asked of you by history, by your children, by your future. Much will be asked. This is your moment. This is your moment to shine. Seize that moment. Don't let it escape you. All throughout his campaign, Mr. Obama kept saying, we are the change we've been waiting for. I still can't figure out the logic of it, but we are the saviors of the republic our founders had hoped for. When they created this splendid republic in the corners of their minds, they hoped. They knew human nature. They knew somewhere down the road, maybe 50, maybe 100, maybe 200 years into the future, things would be different. And they feared, perhaps, just perhaps, they'll lose their grip. Perhaps they won't be able to keep that republic. And they hoped. Maybe that spark of liberty, that love of country, that memory of a faded flag will still linger in their minds, will still touch their hearts, will still resonate in their souls. And on those fateful days, when it seems everything is its darkest, and we've heard so much today that should make us feel apocalyptic, as if the end is just around the corner. Well, where they see apocalypse, I see hope. And as long as there are Americans out there that feel a stirring in their soul when they see this, I've got hope for this republic. And I know the founders didn't create it in vain, didn't die for it in vain, and didn't hope in vain. And that going forward, we will not be deterred, we will not be frightened, we will not go gently into that good political night. We will not give up without a fight. And we will carry forward with us the memory of the past, because it is upon the past that the present is built, and upon the past and the present that the future can never take shape. We will lead this nation forward into that future. We will be the hope, and we will ultimately be the bulwark for future generations. God bless you, and God bless America.
Ladies and gentlemen,